Hey there, I'm Selena Knight. I'm the Retail Biz Strategist, and this morning or this afternoon, I'm going to show you the 5-minute hack that it's going to turn you into a copywriting ninja. It's not difficult. It isn't, it's not something that you need to be super, creative for. It is just a simple little process that will show you how you can change out the things in your website that need to be changed and still get some stuff done in this time where people are struggling to come back to work. Now, if you are one of those people who, I know a lot of people I've been working with have been saying that this first few weeks of January have been really hard to get back into the swing of things. So if that is you, if you are the kind of person who is really struggling to get back into the swing of things and you're just looking for a few little projects that you can do that don't take a lot of time or a lot of effort, then this one is for you. Now, one of the things that I tell my clients to do when they are struggling and they want to get some stuff done, but they can't get into the swing of things, is to take some time to go out and review your website. So if you have a website, this little Facebook Live is for you because it is my 5-minute hack to discover how to be a copywriting ninja. So let's jump into it. It's really quite easy because when it comes to online shopping, it can be a customer's worst nightmare when they see the same description over and over again. So every website that they go to, it is the same formulaic description that every retailer has copied off the manufacturer. Now, when that happens, all that the customer has left to choose on is price. And you don't want to be having to discount in order to sell. So the other thing that it could make someone buy is if you've got another product that they're looking for in stock. So it comes down to two things. You either have to have a really big range that is suitable for your customer, or you have to be competing on price. But I'm here to tell you that you don't need either of those things in order to secure the deal. It is time to stop copying the manufacturer's, or even worse, another website's product descriptions, because in this post-holiday lull, now is the time to go and review the products on your website and change out their product descriptions. Now, creating your own unique and individual product descriptions will not only delight your customers and get them buying from you, but as an added bonus, you'll also get added Google juice, because Google loves unique content. So if you have products that you know can be purchased in a lot of places, if you are out there and you have a different product description to everybody else, it is more likely that you are going to get the sale. But that can be really difficult because what do you write? So here's my 5-minute hack to make you a copywriting ninja. Number one is actually look at the product and describe what you see and feel. What do you immediately see when you unpack it from the box when the stock arrives? Is it the first thing that you reach for out of the box because you just love it? Does it make you smile, or does it make you stop and smell it because it's got a beautiful scent? How does it feel? How does it smell? And what's the first thing that catches your eye? So when you write these things into your product description, number one, you actually look at the product and you describe what you see and feel, then you are automatically going to be completely different to everybody else. And number two is to talk about how you do or you would use it, like actually use it. Does the flip top lid make it mess free, or does the size make it easy to pack in your suitcase or in your handbag? And do you carry it in your handbag everywhere you go because you love the product? Write these things in the product description. Now, I once had a great product that was marketed as a moisturizing cleanser for babies, but it was also certified to kill bacteria. Now, on my hands, which are really prone to dermatitis, I was always using an antibacterial wash, but those things are full of alcohol. And what I wanted was something that didn't dry my skin out. And so I started using this product to do that, to do the fill-in for the antibacterial wash, because it was certified to do that. It just wasn't marketed as that. So it didn't dry my skin out, and it came in this like cool little travel size bottle, which as a mum, it was perfect for me to keep in my handbag. So I would be rest assured when we were out and about, I wasn't going to have to rely on having a tap and some soap nearby, or having harsh chemicals to clean my family's hands. So I wrote that into the product description. And you know what? We sold so many more of those as hand sanitizers than we ever did as baby moisturizing cleansers. Now, whilst this was a feature of the product, when you describe it as a benefit, when I described about how I would keep it in my handbag, especially when it was, I was at the playground, I didn't have to rely on having it as a tap. And when you talk about how you use it, then not only do you give your store authority, because clearly you love the products that you're selling and you're actually using them, but you've got so much more information on how and why it works, that you also open up the item to being purchased by someone who didn't even know that they needed or wanted this product. They never thought about how they might utilize the product because they just saw the label. So number 2 was talk about how you do or how you would use it. And you know, if you don't use it personally, ask one of your customers, what do they love about the product, and put that into your product description. Now, number 3 is to list the benefits rather than the features. A great tip that copywriter Belinda Weaver once gave me, she's been on the podcast, you can hop on over and listen to her podcast if you want some great SEO tips. But one tip she gave me was to always ask, so what, at the end of everything that you write, at the end of every sentence. Because when you answer, so what, you talk about how the product helps people rather than how it works. So this is a really, really difficult one, because so often we just say things like, you know, it's 20 centimeters tall and it smells great. So what? Why do I care that it's 20 centimeters tall and it smells great? Well, you need to work that into the product description. So it's great for putting on your mantelpiece and scenting your living room. Actually answer the so what. So number 3 was list the benefits rather than the features, and always answer so what at the end of every sentence. Now, lastly, number 4 is you craft all of this into a story. Now, I remember we used to have these quirky little toys in store, and we used to have descriptions like this one, and I'm actually going to read it out to you. Meet Mr. Fox. He's cute, right? But he's also a little bit cunning, as foxes are known to be. He somehow seems to work his way around the shelves and end up next to Chicken Little, despite our best efforts to put him on a high shelf far away. We can't help but smile when we pick him up. His soft ginger fur just screams out to be rubbed against your cheek. And he's sneaky too. He's designed himself to fit snugly into any child's hand. Being just 10 centimeters long, he won't even drag on the ground when your child insists on taking Mr. Fox everywhere. And after you've managed to pry Mr. Fox from a hard day's play with your little one, he can be tossed in the wash, ready to start a new day, fresh and clean, whilst you relax, recharge, and get ready to do it all again tomorrow. Now, isn't that so much more enchanting than this little fox toy is 10 centimeters long and it's machine washable? Which store would you buy Mr. Fox at? Well, I can tell you we used to sell a lot of Mr. Foxes and people used to always comment on the product descriptions. In fact, people actually used to tell us that they were inclined to pay more for a product when it had a great product description. Now, would you pay more for Mr. Fox from store number 1 with the great product description? Or would you pay more for Mr. Fox with the description of Mr. Fox is a toy that's 10 centimeters long and machine washable? The second store doesn't give you the impression that they truly delight in their products, does it? It doesn't make you feel whimsical. It doesn't make you feel like you have to keep browsing through the store to see what else you should pop into your online shopping basket to keep Mr. Fox company. And that's what you want as an online store owner. Customers that keep adding to their basket, customers that delight in shopping with you. Because when your customer loves what you do, they'll tell everybody about how they just must visit your store and see the amazing products that you have on offer. And who doesn't want free advertising and more customers, right? Now, if you would like a free downloadable template to help you become a product description copywriting ninja, I'm going to pop it into the group later on this afternoon, and you can have it for free. And you know, it's going to help you. It's just going to lay out those 4 steps so that you can have them at an easy notice, and you can actually use this with your staff if you know that they're using a product. So give them this little template and say, hey, I would love you to write a description, use this 4-step process and write a description on the product, because I know that you love it and I know that you use it. So there you have it, my 5-minute hack to make you a copywriting ninja. And let's just quickly go back over them again. 1, actually look at the product and describe what you see and feel, because we are all going to see and feel things differently. Number 2, talk about how you do or how you would use it. Number 3, list the benefits rather than the features, and also always answer, so what? And lastly, craft it all into a story to enchant your customer. So there you have it. If you have any comments, I would love you to pop them into the chat, and let's talk about some copywriting ninja tactics that you can use in this time where sometimes you can't really be bothered jumping straight back into work because it's a little bit quiet now. The holiday Christmas rush is gone, the sale time has gone, and now it is time to, you know, just sit back and kind of take stock of where your business is at. And becoming a copywriting ninja for your product descriptions on your website is a great way where you can just take 5 minutes out here and there to work on one product. And I would suggest that you start with your top selling products. So go through and start with those first, because when you're differentiating those products from everybody else, what does that mean? It means more money in your till, because you are more likely to make the sale. So if you've got any questions, pop them in the chat and let's talk about how you can beef up your product descriptions on your website and actually make sure that customers will use those to choose to buy from you, rather than to choose on price or to choose on product range. Thanks so much for listening, and I look forward to popping into the chat in the Bringing Business to Retail group and talking all about copywriting for your website. Have a great day. Bye.